Thank you for joining us. Welcome to LumioseStation.
What's up, LumioseStation, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokémon DataDex with me, TheOneIntegral. In last week's episode of the Pokémon DataDex, we covered Milotic, a water type from the Hoenn region, and I asked you guys to vote on two Pokémon from the Kanto region, both grass types or both grass poison types, either for Vileplume or for Victreebel, and Victreebel just about won. It's like 2 votes off almost, so it's very, very close. But Victreebel did win, so we're covering Victreebel this week. So next week, I thought, since we covered a water type the week last week, we're covering a grass type this week, I thought next week we cover a fire type. So, keeping it Kanto, that's a good phrase, keeping it Kanto, we're going to be either covering Ninetales or Rapidash next week. So if you want to cover Ninetales, please comment down below saying Ninetales. If you want me to comment, or if you want me to cover Rapidash, comment down below saying Rapidash, and the one with the most votes I'll be covering next week. So be sure to log your vote down below right now, guys, and drop a like on the video as we begin looking at Victreebel. So, Victreebel is the fly catcher Pokemon. It's a grass poison type and is number 71 in the National Pokédex. It also features in the Mountain Kalos Pokédex as number 28. Victreebel is 5 foot 7 inches tall or long, or however you want to measure it, or 1.7 meters tall or long, or however you want to measure it, and weighs 34.2 pounds or 15.5 kilograms. It's in the grass egg group for breeding, and the male-female split is equal at 50-50. Victreebel is the final evolution of its evolution chain, coming originally from Bellsprout, evolving at level 21 into Weeping Bell, and then obviously eventually, if you use a Leaf Stone on it, Weeping Bell will evolve into Victreebel. So the Leaf Stone is one of the evolutions where you don't learn all the moves you would have, so have to watch out for that when we get to moveset wise. Then, taking a quick look at Victreebel's base stats, we can see its highest stat is attack at 105, then its special attack at 100, then it goes down to health points at 80, and then its speed and special defense aren't brilliant, but they are half decent at 70, and its defense is then 65, just a bit lower than the other two. So generally its stats are good. I'm not going to complain about the stats. They're not amazing, but they're varied. They're rounded, I guess. Obviously, attack and special attack are the two highest ones, making it a very powerful attacker, either for special attack or for physical attack, and we're going to look at a set for each later on. So, first up, if we look at, obviously, Victreebel's typing, being a grass poison type, it resists 5 types, grass, water, fighting, electric, and fairy type moves, and is weak to 4, which are fire, flying, psychic, and ice type moves, taking neutral from all the rest because it has no immunities. So you can see, I like this typing. It's not a bad typing at all. You've got more resistances than weaknesses, and there's a decent amount of resistances to it, 5, rather than just being like 2 and 1 sort of thing. So it's a good typing, in my opinion. It's better than a pure grass typing at least. Obviously, though, it does give you your psychic weakness, but that's the only thing it adds on. That's the only weakness you get, weakness to psychic. Obviously, some stuff does cancel out, like if you didn't have your poison type, ground type moves would do neutral, but if you didn't have your poison type, bug type moves would be super effective. So there are some, same bug and poison type would be super effective on pure grass, so it even adds more. So in general, I think adding a poison type onto a grass type Pokemon is actually a good typing, in my opinion. I'm not, you guys can let me know what you think down below about that, but that's what I think. So, taking a quick look at Victreebel, I almost said Vileplume, they are very similar names, so you can't blame me, guys. Victreebel, its basic ability is Chlorophyll, which boosts the Pokemon's speed stat in Sunshine, so it actually doubles it in Sunshine, which is actually really quite a good ability. Its hidden ability, however, isn't as good, which is Gluttony, which makes the Pokemon use a Held Berry earlier than usual. This isn't very good at all, so we're going with Chlorophyll 99% of the time. If you're using a berry, you could go for Gluttony just to use it if you wanted to, but generally Gluttony is not a good ability for competitive use, so we'll stick with Chlorophyll. Now, if we take a quick look at the highlighted moves section for Victreebel, we have 10 here as usual. It's got a decent amount of moves it could use. There's not a varied amount of moves in terms of types, but they are good moves. Level 7, now bear in mind some of these are going to be when it's a Bellsprout or a Weeping Bell, so the first 3 are going to be when you can't learn them. If you evolve your Weeping Bell at level 21, you will be able to learn some of these, so you have to bear that in mind. So, level 7 as a Bellsprout, it will learn Growth. The thing Growth does is it boosts attack and special attack when used, so that's decent, but there's a hidden extra sort of bonus to Growth. If you use Growth when the sun's up, instead of just getting a boost to attack and a boost to special attack, you get a sharp boost to attack and a sharp boost to special attack, so you get double the boost in Sunshine, so that's not a half bad move, to be honest. Level 13, then it learns Sleep Powder, which is a good utility move every now and again. Then level 27, it can learn Knockoff. Knockoff did get a boost in Generation 6, if you guys were not aware, you know, so Knockoff is a good viable move as well, because obviously it knocks off the opponent's item too. Then after that we have, these two moves can be learned as a Victreebel, so after this you're good. We have a level 47 Leaf Blade, powerful physical grass type move. Leaf Blade's pretty good, so if you are going to want to go for a physical Victreebel, Leaf Blade is a very good option. Then at the same level, also level 47, it learns a Leaf Storm. Very, very powerful special type move, special grass type move, but obviously it does lower special attack when used, so even if it is the most powerful move you can get in terms of special moves, but obviously the drops are something to watch out for. Then we have TM22 Solar Beam. This is another powerful grass type move, however it does take 2 turns to use unless the sun's up. If the sun's up, it can be used in 1 turn, which is obviously very helpful. Then TM36, it can learn Sludge Bomb. This is your poison type stab. It doesn't learn it by level up, so you have to teach it via TM, but it's decent, you know, it's not really anything else you can get that's better, so Sludge Bomb it is. Then we have 2 egg moves here. The first one is Power Whip, so it's an alternative to Leaf Blade. More powerful than Leaf Blade, however it does have a lower accuracy, so really it's up to you whether you go for the gamble or if you play it safe. The other egg move is Weather Ball. This is the normal type move. It's a special move. It's, I think, got 60 power, I believe, off the top of my head. It's about 60 or 70, something like that. But another sort of extra thing you probably know about Weather Ball already is if there's a weather condition, Weather Ball changes type and also, I think, doubles in power. So for example, if hail's up, it's going to turn into an ice type move, and it's going to have 120 power, which is very powerful. So think about what we've got already, guys. We've had Growth, which obviously does double the effect in Sun. Solar Beam, which in 1 turn in the Sun, or in Sun is 1 turn use, and obviously Weather Ball, which in the Sun gets boosted by power, and obviously becomes a fire type in the Sun. So, you know, where are we going with this, guys? Where are we going with this, eh? Then the final move we have here is a transfer move. This is Sucker Punch. It can be an alternative to Knockoff on a physical set if you want to, guys, and get the, you know, sort of the extra boost of speed off. But who knows? Who knows, guys? It's up to you. But generally, that's a good set of moves. I wouldn't complain about those moves at all. They are half decent in general. So now we're going to look at the move, or the Wi-Fi banding setups to see how these moves could be put to good use. So the first set we're going to look at here is a physical attacking set for Victreebel. So moveset wise, we're going to have Leaf Blade or Power Whip, then we have Knockoff or Sucker Punch, followed by Sleep Powder, and then finally Sludge Bomb. Ability here is Chlorophyll. As I said, we're going to be using Chlorophyll because even if you're not using a Sun team or something like that, it could come helpful once in a while. It's going to be better than Gluttony anyway, especially if you're not holding the berry. Nature here is Lonely, which is going to boost your physical attack and lower your defense because, you know, its defense is already lower, so we're not building a defensive set with Victreebel anyway, so we're not too worried about defense. Held item here, we're having a Life Orb. EVs, we're going to have maximum attack, maximum speed, and the rest in special attack. So you can see here we have a sort of, it's mainly physical, but it's sort of slightly mixed. Leaf Blade or Power Whip is your main physical stab, so that's what you'll be using mostly. Then Knockoff or Sucker Punch is your secondary physical move. You can use Sleep Powder. You could switch Sleep Powder out on this set, possibly, and put Leaf Storm there. Leaf Storm, you could either switch out Leaf Storm for Sleep Powder or Sludge Bomb. I'd recommend probably Sleep Powder, because Leaf Storm is going to reduce your special attack, so you could use Leaf Storm as soon as you come out. As you notice, the nature we're here, we're not using Adamant Nature. We're not using an Adamant Nature, so we're not hindering our special attack too much. Hence, you can still do some decent damage with that special attack when you go out in the battle and use it. So you can use the Leaf Storm, get loads of damage off, your special attack is then going to drop, which means you're still free to carry on with your physical attack and not lose too much damage, I guess, or not lose too much damage you would inflict. You could, however, switch out Sludge Bomb for Leaf Storm because obviously if you use Leaf Storm, then Sludge Bomb is going to be sort of hindered. It's not going to do as much damage with Sludge Bomb if you've got Leaf Storm there, so you could go Leaf Storm or Sludge Bomb. But Leaf Storm could be an optional thing to run on the set, but if you want to keep Sleep Powder and Sludge Bomb, be my guest. Ability Chlorophyll, because obviously there's no point running Gluttony. Nature is Lonely. As I said, we don't want to hinder our special attack too much by lowering it, so you could use Adamant Nature and get rid of Sludge Bomb and just run maybe Knockoff and Sucker Punch, possibly, who knows, but it's a possibility there. Held item is a Life Orb, just to get the most damage off of it. There's no point using the Choice Band, because we don't have a Choice Band ourselves and kind of thing, do we? And really leftovers, as I said, we're not building defensive, so there's no point running any leftovers there. So really Life Orb is the best option there, because really Victreebel in general is a glass cannon, so you're just going to be want to do as much damage as possible, and then Life Orb is going to help you do that, but it's going to kill you in the end, but that's okay. Maximum attack and speed, just so you get the most power out of Leaf Blade or Power Whip and knock off Sucker Punch, and obviously speed then just to get you a bit faster, and special attack just to give you a bit more power in Sludge Bomb. If you're not going to run Sludge Bomb there and you're going to run all physical, you may as well get rid of that and put special defense or something else like that, guys, or something, you know, health points, special defense, physical defense, anything like that. But that's pretty much it for that set. You know, it's in case of coming in, you could, if you're running a Sun team, it could be helpful to run on Sun team, because obviously Chlorophyll is going to double your speed, but it's not going to affect anything else much on your team. So really, it's not based for a Sun team. This sort of set here is based for a normal team. But the next set we're looking at is based for a Sun team. So let's look at that now. Our moveset here is going to be, I love this set by the way, it's going to be Solar Beam, Weather Ball, Sludge Bomb, and then Growth or Sleep Powder. Ability is going to be Chlorophyll, Nature is Modest, Held Item is Life Orb, EV's Maximum Special Attack, Maximum Speed, and the rest in Health Points. So, Solar Beam is, as I said, is based on a Sun team. You want someone with either Drought or someone with Sunny Day on your team as well to get that Sun up and actually take advantage of it. Then you can switch out into Victreebel, and this is where Victreebel comes in. So we're going to assume the sun's up. Solar Beam is going to take 1 turn. It's going to be a powerful move, it's only going to take 1 turn to use. Weather Ball is going to double in power, and it's going to become a fire type move, so there's a bit more coverage for you guys, because obviously special attack set, so we're actually going to have a grass type move, a fire type move, and a poison type move in the sun. So that's actually very powerful. You know, it's good. It's not amazing coverage, but it's decent coverage. You know, Victreebel is going to be able to deal with other grass types. It's going to be able to deal with ice types, stuff like that. Sludge Bomb then is just another special type move. There's nothing too special there. Growth, however, though, as I said, guys, does get double the effectiveness in the sun. So if you can get Growth off, you're going to be even more powerful. Combine that with your Chlorophyll, which doubles your speed. If you manage to get 2 special type boosts, and you obviously got the speed boost from the sun, you've got 4 or 5 turns, or however long the sun lasts, to actually deal, wreck lives pretty much with Victreebel here, because obviously you'll be faster and you have more power. Sleep Powder, however, is another option there. If you want to run slightly more utility rather than just sort of relying on Growth to actually help you out, you could run Sleep Powder, and obviously because you're faster with Chlorophyll, Sleep Powder is going to actually be a viable move to use, because you can put them to sleep, and then you've got 2 or 3 turns before they wake up to actually just wreck and do anything like that, guys. Modest Nature, because we're going to boost our special attack as much as possible to get the most power out we can, and we're not using any physical attack, so really we don't care about the physical attack drop. Life Orb again, because the fact that really, come on guys, we want the power. As I said, it's a glass cannon. You can only really rely on Victreebel coming in once, having the sun once, coming in once, and then just doing all the damage it can then. So Life Orb, once it's used its 5 turns up or 4 turns, whatever, then Life Orb is going to end up putting it pretty low. I don't think Victreebel can get access to the Gear Drain, unfortunately. There's a possibility it could, but if it does, obviously you could run it instead of Solar Beam possibly, but then that defeats the point of the Sun team really. So it's up to you guys. You can try it out. EV wise, for Victreebel, maximum special attack, maximum speed, because we want all the power we can get and all the speed we can get, and the rest in health points just to put a bit more bulk in, because you could put rest in defense just to sort of bring that up slightly, since it is a slightly lower base. Or you could put it in special defense to make it slightly more especially bulky, but that's up to you. But generally, you want the sun in, you want the sun up, you want to switch in. Then you want to, if you got Sleep Powder, go for Sleep Powder. If you got Growth, you can go for a Growth and try and get a cheeky Growth off, and then just power through with all your attacks pretty much. With double speed is gonna bring it up to 140 speed, which makes you very fast. Actually, one of the fastest Pokemon in the game. So really, you're gonna be wrecking lives there. You're gonna be wrecking lives. Not much is gonna outspeed you, and especially if you can get that Growth up, +2 special attack, you're gonna destroy people. That's why I love Victreebel. Only problem with Victreebel is it's low defenses, so it can't really stay around in battle too much. So really, that's the only thing to watch out for with Victreebel. But guys, that is going to be it for this episode of the Pokemon DataDex. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to vote for next week's episode, either Ninetales or Rapidash down in the comment section below. And of course, drop a like on the videos below to show your support for the series and obviously for Lumiose in general. But for now, guys, go and check out all the other content on Lumiose while you're waiting for another episode of DataDex, obviously. But this is it from me. I shall be seeing you next week. I thank you for watching. Goodbye, my friends.